Well, hello there and welcome back to the Autocraft server with me, TomB92. Last episode, we found out who the clay order leader was, and we need to let the mudman Calven know. So I am over here at Calven's industrial area, which, by the way, I mean, it's pretty eccentric, isn't it? I mean, we've got this gorgeous portal that I'm stood on. We've got Hobbs. Hobbs? Is this Hobbs? I don't know. It's an American cartoon, I think, or was an American cartoon. We need to find Calven, and I think he is over in his snowy peaks. So let's head on over and find the Mudman.
Hello, Tom.
Well, hello, Calven. You are a very hard man to find, but
yeah, I was hiding.
I have something for you.
Oh, really?
So a little while back, you put an order in my store asking for the clay order leader's head. And, well, boy oh boy, do I have a story to tell you.
Okay.
And it starts with this guy.
I think I remember this guy.
So a number of us got this invite to meet at my hot tub for the clay order leader wanting to meet us, and when we got down there, it was this guy. This guy was down here.
Okay.
He was called the clay order leader.
So you're telling me that's the leader of the clay order.
Well, this is where it gets interesting.
Tell me more.
So this guy in my hand, old mannered miner, he decided he would give us all poison potions because that helps somehow. And, well, after we all came round, this head was in place. So, wrong way. That's no good for you. This was the head that was revealed to be the clay order leader.
Grink. Grink is the leader.
According to miners' poison potions, it's Crink.
Okay, so we have Grink and the Pillager as the supposed leaders. So, okay, I guess I'll take it.
But do you want my honest opinion?
Yes, of course.
I think it's this guy. He tried to kill us all. He poisoned us.
But,
who does that other than someone trying to conceal their identity?
Yeah, that's suspicious. I mean, I don't know. I'm debating now between Crink and Old Manor Miner. Because
So Crink was not at the meeting. He wasn't there, but Miner was.
So, well, are you a part of the clay order or not?
Am I?
Are you?
Well, I get paid by whoever the leader is.
Okay, because I don't know if I can trust you now.
I'm a trustworthy guy. Look at this face. Look at this face, Calven. Look at this face.
Okay, well, yeah, you helped narrow things down between. I will take my heads between the three. That helps. It's not what I ordered. It's not exactly what I ordered, but I can work with that. Okay, how much do I owe you?
How about an IOU?
I wasn't expecting that. That's tricky. Okay, let's do it. Okay, now, here it goes. Don't eat it.
Luckily enough for me, I am full of hunger. So
okay,
let's
great.
put that away safely. That is a very valuable IOU, and thank you for your order at my store. And if you need any more insider information, then you know where I am. So aside from giving Calven a bit of a headache in that clay order leader malarkey, we've gained an IOU, and I think that is probably going to be the most valuable IOU on the server. Guys, have you seen his building? If we can somehow get him to do a building for us, that might just be the most valuable IOU on the server. Now today we want to spend a bit of time in our industrial area. Last episode we built the cobblestone farms over here, but I'm running low on rockets. You can see on my offhand I only have 2 left. And well, my shops aren't really making me any money. We cashed in an IOU rather than get diamonds from Calven. So today I want to create myself rockets. So to begin with, we're going to start with a mob farm. Before I can get my mob farm up and running, I need a load of tinted glass. Now, fortunately for me, next to my ink farm, the squid farm we built some time ago now, there are actually 2 of the amethyst geodes nearby, and I've mined some paths to each of them and cleared out the geode, the calcite and the basalt, and we're just left with the buds. Is it the amethyst buds that will spawn the amethyst shards? So we need to start fortuning some of these and get crafting up some tinted glass for the build. So our mob farm is now complete, and for anyone who has watched my content before, you probably recognize this farm from beneath. If I enter free cam here, this is a pretty generic mob farm in today's world. So it's a dispenser system that will dispense water. There you go, just as I was mentioning it, and each layer is an alternate layer. Now once you are far enough away from it, the mobs will spawn in. So I've altered my AFK platform from there to up the top, and yeah, we're getting a decent amount of success. The one thing I made a change to this farm was adding in kind of an on-off system to this, and that is all with this lever here and the tower of redstone torches which turn on the redstone lamps. And really that's just kind of lag saving. You know, you don't always need the mobs spawning, you don't need all the items, and there's a lot of hoppers into this setup, but we're getting a decent supply of gunpowder. Now if we want to make our own rockets, the next thing we need is paper. My sugarcane currently is actually underneath the ground down here. I've got a few manual farms that are still on the go, so yeah, we've got all this sugarcane. We need to make something automated, and I feel like Ilmango's design is going to be the perfect one for our area. It's pretty lag friendly, and yeah, that's really what we aspire to be. We want nice, friendly, efficient, automatic farms. So I'm going to harvest this lot, and by the time it's all done, you're going to see a brand new farm. So guys, the sugarcane farm is built just behind here. However, we have ran into a few problems. So you may have seen this if you watch Corrales. This is Ilmango's sugarcane farm, and it's meant to be really like lag friendly, and it runs with these flying machines kind of pushing down and back and forth. The hopper minecarts get released at the end here. They're all on a timer. There's a fence gate down there. They come up here and use the amethyst cluster up here to get broken into a lava source, and then all the sugarcane funnels down into here. So I think in this time I've had 1 successful release. It doesn't really like being unloaded is my only presumption. So it just triggered. So there's a big timer attached to this with a hopper clock, and then this setup here. And yeah, it doesn't really seem to like being unloaded is my only assumption. You can see the flying machine here it's just broken. I don't know whether one side overextended and then we're just disconnected and then nothing happens, and it's all kind of out of sync. So I'm kind of back to the drawing board. I think I'm going to have to dismantle this to try and get some of the redstone resources back, because there's quite a lot that's gone into this: observers, repeaters, pistons and whatnot. I think I'm going to have to try and use a tried and tested version, which is Tango Tech's version. It's very modular, and we're just going to see how far my current resources will stretch and get that built. And here it is. So we're traveling over, and it's been up and running for a little while. You can see, we've got plenty of sugarcane triggering off. This is Tango Tech's sugarcane farm, which is incredibly modular. It can be built as tall as you want it, as wide as you want it, as long as you want it, and there's just some slight configurations that you make to do so, and it's cool. It's efficient, it's constant. That's my only concern, is that it's constantly running. I like to have farms with on-off switches, like we said with the mob farm. The Il Mango version, which took an absolute eternity to clear up with so many water sources, that had an on-off switch. It ran on a clock. This, however, doesn't. So this will be constantly running. And let me just enter free cam. If we follow this down, at the end there's an observer. However, it kind of looks like this row is stuck. And that shouldn't be the case. So we got a little bit of blockage here at the end. There shouldn't really be an issue. I might just have to go and stick my head in and do a quick manual wipe down of that layer. But sorry, heading back into FreeCam, this is modular. So this is a module. This is the end of a row where we've added in the ice and this glass pane and the stone pressure plate. And this is a module here. This is kind of how it will always end with these observers and the redstone line, which will trigger the pistons where needed, both up and below. But that's what's pretty cool about it. It's not so intensive on the resources. If you make it longer, you do need an additional redstone repeater so the signal will carry on. But essentially, this piston to this piston is a module, and yeah, it can go sideways, it can go upwards, downwards, however which way you want it to go. There's a few intricacies with the water setup, so there's no following of a schematic here because it's just not possible. Because you need water sources, you have to slab and then put a water source, then take away the slab and stuff like that. But it is now done, and we are really getting a load of sugarcane. So what we've got, as I said, because it is going to be constantly running, we've just got a cactus here at the end. So every time these chests are overflowing, yeah, you can see it's already happening. So the cactus is going to delete everything that isn't in all of these chests, and this will just kind of be used as and when we need it. I think that's going to be plenty enough. I've actually already started, I think I've got 3 shulkers full of rockets already, to the point where I've actually had to extend my mob farm because, yeah, we're filling all of this up here, and I've had to add in a dispenser here, which is shooting any excess into a lava source. Again, we're going to delete everything. We don't want to clog up our systems. We don't want to create any lag or issues on the server. Now, that is actually going to be it for today's episode. I needed a change of pace after last episode. Having built a massive cliff, I have enjoyed my time in my redstone area. It's something I really enjoy in Minecraft, and we can now have my own supply of rockets that, well, I don't need to give Rusty all my diamonds because, quite frankly, I'm not making any diamonds, and I kind of need to address that at some point in the future. Maybe we do a fire sale or something like that. Now, if you've enjoyed this episode, please like the episode, please subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to leave you with a clip of Calven trying to kill me when I met up with him. Really? Is this a way to send me off? You're trying to get rid of me? Oh no. Oh no, Calvin, what have you done?
Come on, I know you want to see the warden.
I do not want to see the warden. I have purposely avoided the warden all throughout this server.
Now, he's a friend of mine.
A friend? Who wants that kind of person as a friend? I literally cannot see anything.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, he's there. I don't know where I'm flying. It's so dark.